Okay, let's start. Welcome to this live. And what has been on my mind lately, and I'm wondering if it's been on your mind too, is this idea of the need growing of being irresistible as a creative, as an artist. The need to stand out, the need to be loud, the need to be irresistible, and all of that, and how it's increasing and how I find myself in a really, especially if you're someone who also wants to make a living or make money out of what you're doing, it does create a certain, I don't know, um, a certain frustration when it comes to that. And on this live, you won't find answers. I don't have them, but I have some questions. I have some questions, and I'm hoping you can let me know how it's looking like on your side. And so I just started looking at the reasons why this need to stand out as a creative or to stand out as an artist, how this need has become stronger and stronger as the years are going by. And the one that came to my mind immediately, the first one, I've got about four, is globally, the economy isn't doing well. I don't know much about the economy, but I know things are getting expensive in many countries. And so each dollar counts, each dollar, each pound, each euro, each piece of money that we have really counts. And we are careful about where we are spending it. We are careful about where it goes. So if somebody wants, if you want to have whatever it is that you're making, if you're someone that's making things and you want whatever it is that you're making to be bought, it really has to be something that's important because we are all trying to make sure that we are spending money on things that are important instead of things that are not important. And my question here for you, when it comes to the global economy not doing so well and all of us just really counting our bucks and making sure that we are spending it right, I would like to know, I'm really interested in finding out, where are you spending your money lately? Where are you spending your dollar? Where is it going? Are you buying books creatively? That is, I want to hear. When last did you buy a book? Are you going to theaters? Are you paying for a theater? Are you buying music? How much music do you buy, by the way? I just would love to hear, like, with things being tight in many countries, maybe not your country, but in many countries with things being tight, where, where are you spending it? Where does it go? So that's my first question. And then the second reason that I realized is why the need to be loud, stand out as a creative has become much more intense, has to do with oversaturation. And the example I have here is Substack. I joined Substack in, I think, 2020, and there were more readers than there were writers at that time. And it's not even Substack. Even in the old blogging days, I had probably less than 10 blogs that I was reading. And it was really a nice experience because I could read something and I could really sit on it for the whole week. Whereas now, it feels like bang, 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 a lot of things at once. And that even if I do bump into something really good and touching and beautiful, I can't sit on it for that long. There's the next note to read. There's the next reel to watch. There's the next so many things to go through that I end up it ends up not um, touching my life. If that's a way as much as it would if there wasn't so much oversaturation. I think even with music, it's so I haven't discovered like an artist that was like I don't know, small and only a few people know them. And it's hard because there's just so much oversaturation and a lot of people are doing it. And it's hard now to discover new people that are not fed to us in a way. So I think that's another reason that now there's a need to be a little louder as a creative if you're making things, which is interesting. Okay, and then the third reason is Oh, so the question here that I have for you that I'm very interested to find out is how are you choosing what musician to listen to, or what book to buy, or what theater to go? Like, what's what's your thing? How are you dealing with the oversaturation? How do you end up making sure that you're listening to somebody that you really like, or music that you really like, not one that is fed? How are you doing that? How are you making those decisions? All right. And then the third one is desensitized, which goes hand in hand with oversaturation. How our taste, our listening ears, our the way we process information is so desensitized right now because um, there's a lot of well thought out, maybe like on Substack, well thought out pieces, well thought out, um, even AI, even things that are made by AI that are meant that are following a certain formula and are meant to sound good, no matter who you are. If you hear the song, it'll sound good, and that it really messes up with our taste buds. That when we now taste something real, something it doesn't taste so good, and you know how it's like if you have been having like a Thanksgiving weekend or like a big junk situation when suddenly there's a salad in front of you, it doesn't taste so good because of being used to something that was really manipulating your taste buds. So that's another reason that I feel that if you are just doing your thing, it doesn't really go to where you want it to go because of being desensitized. Okay, the last one is global issues, the consistent wars that are going on in different countries, the pandemic that we had less than a decade ago, and many things that are happening globally that are really serious. The mistreatment of certain groups and many things that are going on that are really serious. And my question here is, I wonder if to you, like the little stories that people tell, or maybe somebody painting a little something, um, do those little stories, like somebody writing about their day or writing about how they enjoyed a walk in the park with their dog today, does that frustrate you? Do you feel like you want to hear more of the normal stories? Or do you feel like you want to hear more of, you feel like it's insensitive to just like go about, and or do you find it comforting? What's your stand on that? Because that's another thing is that when so much is happening, things that are not so good, it just feels like, oh, we should be doing something more serious than sitting around and drawing, than writing music or whatever it is that you do. It feels like there's something that could be serious, more serious than that. And that's it. As I did promise that this life is probably going to be more questions than it is answers. I just have those questions. And I wonder if you've been affected by this need to be irresistible. And do you feel you are irresistible in your work? And how has it affected you? And also when you make things, whatever it is that you're making, too many questions, right? Whatever the things that you were making, are you making them in a way that uh, but you care about whether or not they'll be sellable, or you just make them because you want to make it up? And that's all. Hope you're having a lovely week.